Hey everybody, this one is Do-It-Yourself American National Passport. Some people requested this, so I've been thinking about doing it. I thought maybe it's high time I did it. Copies of these documents can be found in my private group at Yahoo called Administrating-Your-Public-Servants. For a complete set of YouTube videos with private information shares, a DVD with over 50 searchable law dictionaries and other books and forums, contact me privately at engineerwin@yahoo.com. Donations to support this work are appreciated. I prefer gold or silver coin, but as an extremely less desirable alternative, I can accept the IOUs, the Federal Reserve notes, the commercial paper, the private money system, the PayPal gifts, the checks, the money orders. Send me an email for particulars. So it's all about citizenship. If you're a U.S. citizen, you are a slave. If you're a state citizen and not a U.S., or you can be a state citizen and not a U.S. citizen, see the citizenship video. It's called Being an American National, and those people have all the rights of the king. This procedure is how you can get an American national passport. When you do that, you will be flagged up in their system, and it will be do not stop, do not detain, do not interrogate, lifetime concealed weapons permit. And that's what they say. I couldn't tell you for sure. I've never seen their computer system. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Excuse me. Don't forget to click the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified when there's a new upload. This is the front page of my channel. And notice the arrow is pointing at the bell. You click the bell, a pop-up will come up and gives you an opportunity to check a box and click OK so that you're notified when there's a new upload. Anyways, there is in our political system a government of each of the several states and a government of the United States. Each is distinct from the other and has citizens of its own. One may be a citizen of a state and yet not a citizen of the United States. There's a clear distinction between national citizenship and state citizenship. It used to be that, like in the 30s, from what I've been hearing, you had an option. Okay, when you immigrated, you could say whether you wanted to be a citizen of a state or a citizen of the United States. And most of the brain-dead idiots went and said they wanted to be citizens of the United States. And so, and that was probably before the government went bankrupt. Anyways, and so I guess they eventually took it out, probably because the Roman cult was now their new owners, and the Roman cult, being as Satanists and lies and thieves, wanted to steal as much as they could. Instead, this provision protects only those rights peculiar to being a citizen of the federal government. It does not protect those rights which relate to state citizenship. Citizenship of the United States does not entitle citizens to privileges and immunities as citizens of the state, since privileges of one are not the same as the other. The privileges and immunities as citizens of the United States do not necessarily include all the rights protected by the first 8 amendments to the federal Constitution against the powers of the federal government. U.S. citizens don't have any rights. The only absolute and unqualified right of a United States citizen is to residence within the territorial boundaries of the United States. Merely being native-born within the territorial boundaries of the United States of America does not make such an inhabitant a citizen of the United States subject to the jurisdiction of the 14th Amendment. So again, it's all in what you tell them. Did you give up your God-given rights for some satanic privileges? The United States is owned and operated by the Roman cult. See the United States as a Crown Colony video, and the Crown is owned and operated by the Roman cult video. They do everything they can to deceive you into their U.S. citizen slave status to help fund their fictitious federal debt. This information is taken from a document that was provided to me by people on my network. The document is called Passport Ending Treason and can be found in the files directory of my Yahoo group. Also, check out coppermoonshinestills.com. They have some good information there too. Basically the same information from what I can see. I know lots of people who have used this procedure. A friend of mine who's on my Yahoo group, who works at a post office, even prepared my document, my passport application for me, and I'll be sending it in soon. Announcing a subscription-based YouTube channel called Sovereignty International. The recommended cost of the subscription is currently $1.99 a month because it avoids the advertising only. That's the only thing I can guarantee. The only power that the New World Order Satanists have over us is through fraud and deception, and my agenda is to expose it all for our benefit. And for that reason, I can't think of anything that I want to have on there exclusively. Now, there is stuff on there that's exclusive, but the only thing I can guarantee is there'll be no advertising, okay? There is some material on there that's exclusive, and as I come up with things that I don't mind putting on there exclusively that don't affect other people's ability to learn about this stuff, then I'll put it on there exclusively. But my agenda is to expose these New World Order Satanists and their fraud, and so there's not going to be much on there that's exclusive. If you want to make a donation of $1.99 a month, that's certainly a modest donation, but it's appreciated. And a lot of people chipping in $1.99 a month, it adds up pretty fast. And so it's appreciated. I'm currently publishing 5 videos a week. Actually, the subscription channel is getting 5 videos a week. The free channel is only getting 2 because I'm running out of ideas. So if anybody's got any ideas, that'd be great. I don't like to repeat the ones that I got because they cover it all pretty good, I think. Anyways, a link to this YouTube channel is at the bottom. Some people had some trouble finding it, and so that's a link at the bottom. Also, so some of the exclusive content that's currently on there. This is all exclusive that's on there right now. Arlington Private Information Share, land deed training. There's actually 2 videos of that where I'm helping out someone with their bringing forward their land patent. Estoppel certificates training, and foreclosure estoppel certificates training, and the corporate denial training, and toll roads notice and demand training. So as I get people that don't mind being in a video and want me to help them, then I'll upload additional videos, training videos, so that other people can see what the kind of things that we're talking about, and things to consider when they're preparing these documents. Some of the exclusive content that is going to be put up there is that isn't yet, but it's going to be, as the notice of void judgment training, the revocation of signature training, the third-party witness training, the criminal complaint training, the invoice training, and the lawsuit training. This is the front page of my channel, and you notice the top arrow points at the link again, and so you can use that link to find the channel. Somebody actually sent me a $1.99 donation, and I thought maybe they wanted me to try to sign them up, and so I went and I sent them an email and told them that I have no control over the subscribers on this channel. I can't even see all the subscribers, and so I cannot subscribe anybody to the channel. I offered to refund the donation. They didn't ever get back with me, so I'm guessing it's a donation. Anyways, if you want to subscribe, you have to click on that Start Free Trial button, and YouTube is going to want payment information and who knows what. But yeah, that's the way it's got to have to be. I have no control over that, and so I cannot subscribe anybody. I have no control. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Nationality is the same for all 3 types of citizens. This is all taken from that document, and so passports will show the same nationality for the different types of citizens, and this is basically a sanitized passport that was put up there. Some most important things to consider when you're filling out the passport application is never put down anywhere that you're a U.S. citizen. Nobody is a U.S. citizen. Insert zeros under the Social Security number. That's the other thing. Those are the 2 most important things. If you go to that document and read through it, you'll understand it a lot better. But the most important, these are the 2 most important things. My contact information, my blog is SovereigntyInternational.wordpress.com. My website is SovereigntyInternational.fyi. My email address is engineerwin@yahoo.com. My YouTube profile, Sovereign Living and Sovereignty International. My Facebook community page, I deleted it due to censorship on the part of Facebook. My private group on Facebook, Sovereignty International, is being deleted. But it takes time to ban 17,000 people off your private group, and I'm not going to let Facebook profit from my hard work. So before I delete that profile, I am going to have unfriended everybody and banned everybody off that group, and once I delete that profile, they won't be keeping it open for anything. Anyways, my Yahoo private group is Administrating-Your-Public-Servants. My Google private group is Administrating-Your-Public-Servants. And follow me on Twitter at EngineerWin. It might be correctly said that there is no such thing as a citizen of the United States. A citizen of any one of the states of the Union is held to be and called a citizen of the United States, although technically and abstractly there is no such thing. Nobody is a U.S. citizen. Every taxpayer is assessed a K-trust, having sufficient interest in preventing the abuse of the trust to be recognized in the field of this court's prerogative jurisdiction. And that's Henry Boland's 1912. Slater's protestations to the effect that he derives no benefit from the United States government have no bearing on his legal obligation to pay income taxes. Unless the defendant can establish that he's not a citizen of the United States, the IRS possesses authority to attempt to determine his federal tax liability. And that's U.S. versus Slater, 1982. And this is the D.C. Code, located at 31 Stat 1432 in Section 1617, the legal estate to be in the Sestake use. Okay, and so everything is tied to the Sestake Trust, and the Sestake Trust comes from the Roman cult. This is more D.C. Code. This is which was approved March 3rd, 1901, at 31 Stat 1189, and in chapter or section 2, at the very beginning it says, "And be it further enacted that in the interpretation and construction of said code, the following rules shall be observed, namely, the word person shall be held to apply to partnerships and corporations." And then more D.C. Code, absence of 7 years. This gives them the ability to presume that you're dead. Okay, that's a Sestake Trust. And that's it all comes into probate law and for dead things. And so everything they do, that's why it's all martial law. It's all under probate. Anyways, this is located at 31 Stat 1230. It's Section 252, the presumption of death. I'm not going to read it because if you want to read it, you can pause it and read it. The important thing is that it creates the presumption that you're dead. And this is in Title 15, United States Code, Section 44, under the definition section. A corporation shall be deemed to include any company, trust, so-called Massachusetts trust or association, incorporated or unincorporated, which is organized to carry on business for its own profit or that of its members, and has shares of capital or capital stock or certificates of interest, and any company, trust, and it goes through the same definition, but it doesn't have shares of capital stock. And so the point being is that this is talking about the Sestake Trust, among other things. CubeYard.com. For great custom websites, domain names, and hosting, go to CubeYard.com. Use coupon code CY172 for 20% off your first order. CubeYard.com is they give you they encrypt everything. I am telling you. Now, obviously, your website's not going to be encrypted because people can look at it, but the code behind it and everything is all encrypted. Now, so I would say that it is like hack-proof, but you're going to have to talk to the guy that runs it because he'll be able to tell you more. But I would say that it's probably hack-proof. Anyways, if you're concerned about hacking, I mean, that guy is brilliant. He's been doing this for a long time. He's, in his 50s, I'm sure. And so he's big-time computer nerd. Anyways, CubeYard.com, your source for websites, domain names, and hosting. Okay, so this is the passport application, and you notice how it's important to use all zeros for the Social Security number. This is a hypothetical one. that's been filled out, and they filled it in. And then on the mailing address, this is the address where you have them send the passport to, and it's in care of, and so then you put all that down with the zip code. Okay, and that's important. Now, the bottom part of this page, it even talks about non-citizen nationals. It's all throughout the application form, actually. Now, in this form, this is taken again from that document, and they say where you sign it, you have to put without prejudice, UCC 1-308. Well, quite frankly, I wouldn't say anything about UCC 1-308. I would just put without prejudice. That's the way I'm planning on doing it. But again, it's up to you what you want to do. And now check out my other videos, Bankster Thieves 1, 2, and 3, Churchianity Series, Bankrupt Corporate So-Called Governments, Bar Members 1, 2, and 3, Do-It-Yourself, How Not to Volunteer for the Selective Service, Martial Laws here, Do-It-Yourself, No Income Tax, Do-It-Yourself, No Sales Tax, Citizenship, Do-It-Yourself, Free Mail 1 and 2. Do-It-Yourself Kangaroo Courts 1 through 9. I've got over 300 videos up on my free channel and over 150 on my subscription-based channel. And the ones that aren't that are on my free channel that are not on my subscription-based channel are ones that, you know, just don't get any hits. Quite frankly, they've got a few, and there's just not a lot of activity on them. And so. But the ones that are on my, so I've got 160 videos on my, over that many on my subscription channel, and over 300, getting up close to 320 now, on my free channel. Anyways, this is the second page of the passport application, and he goes through, and important to check off no to U.S. citizen. You see where it's highlighted up there at the top? See where my cursor is? It's, you put no to U.S. citizen, and sex is male, and you put no to U.S. citizen. Okay, so this is talking about your parents. Okay, no, no, no. And so the U.S. citizen down here, you check no, and then the RFD, that stands for Rural Free Delivery, means you do not live in the District of Columbia and the territories. Okay, and so RFD, it means Rural Free Delivery. That's your permanent address. Okay, that's not the mailing address. So the permanent address is Rural Free Delivery. And if you notice in my free mail videos, I put RFD in the zip code, and that's what the RFD stands for, is Rural Free Delivery. And then in the permanent address is under zip code is all zeros. Okay, and all of this is like very important. You can sit and look at this, pause the video and study this over if you wish, or download the document. I took this right out of the document, and so download the document, and then you can read it over. It's about maybe 10 pages at the most, maybe more, but you read it through, and it gives you detailed instructions on everything. Anyways, this is a short one. And I think everybody, if they want to be free, you got to do this. You got to change their presumptions, okay? And right now, you've given them evidence that you're one of the slaves, and you got to undo all that stuff. And anyways, thanks for watching, and keep in touch. Bye.